I'm completing the maintenance on this hot water heater, natural gas heater. So a lot of times the heaters get neglected. That's the boiler. A lot of times homeowners want to do the heating on the boiler, but then they don't take care of the hot water heater, which is just as important. So some heaters, they have, you see the bottom here, all around the bottom of the tank, you can't really see them sometimes, but they have screens or kind of like filters, and that's where they pull air from, because all the heaters or boilers need air for combustion. So they pull in air naturally when it's burning. So those filters get plugged up. Not all of the filters have them. This one actually doesn't have it, because this right here, it's open. The plate is open, so it pulls in from there, directly from there. But some heaters they're sealed here, where I just showed you. It has a sealed plate, so it pulls in from these, I guess, the circumference of the tank at the bottom. So anyway, the right thing to do is, and if you speak to the manufacturer, you get your compressor, turn off. Of course, you got to shut off the gas valve. Your contractor has to shut off the gas valve. If it's natural draft, this is natural draft. So shut the gas valve off. There's no power to it, so you don't got to worry about that. Then you just blow out the exterior of the tank. From the inside, you blow out the exterior to the outside. If you neglect it, you're gonna have, basically it's gonna get so plugged up that you're not gonna have any air for combustion going through the tank, going through the filters. And if any flame, especially the pilot flame, that small flame needs air, and if it's deprived of air or oxygen, it's not gonna light. So your technician or whatever, or even if you experience it, if you look at your heater, the pilot light will light for a while and then just keep shutting off after like 10 minutes. Sometimes guys think that it's the thermocouple or the thermocouple or thermopile, which is the flame sensor. But so they go and change the flame sensor, and then that's not the problem. Then they go, I think it's the gas valve, and that's not the problem. So just a heads up, always make sure you keep up with the maintenance, or if you have a service call, make sure they check the filters at the bottom of the tank. Also, I didn't show this. I have a picture with this burner here. This is where the flame combustion occurs. The flame, it goes up, heats up the water through a heat exchanger inside of here, and then goes up the chimney, or the exhaust goes up the chimney. So just this quick tip. And of course, right now I'm compressing the air, blowing everything out, but at the same time I'm trying to catch all the crap with the vacuum. But back to the burner, you're supposed to vacuum this out or blow it out. There was a lot of rust here, just from, there's a lot, basically whenever there's combustion there's vapor, and then the vapor water starts to corrode the metal and stuff. But then it gets so plugged up that it plugs up the orifice on the burner, and then you're not going to be burning correctly, and it's going to cause high CO levels and decrease the efficiency. So just a quick tip, basic stuff here. Make sure your contractor's doing that. Basically, it'll make it safer and more efficient, and prevent headaches for you and your contractor. So, and once we're done with that, we turn on our combustion analyzer and make sure everything is, the CO levels are acceptable and that it's safe. So we do that with the boiler, oil burners, gas burners. If your contractor doesn't have an analyzer, you might want to get another guy to check it, and or a BPI certified guy to check the combustion. Alright, just a quick video, give you some, hopefully it helps. Alright guys, take it easy.